How's it going, Mets and overall baseball fans? Welcome back to the channel. And folks, we have another massive discussion on Kodai Senga, the most coveted Japanese pitcher out there in the free agent market, and how the Metropolitans aren't just a top contender, but the likelihood of them landing Kodai Senga is far greater than ever before. But before we get into it all I ask is that if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate from smashing that like and subscribe button, helping us get to 20k subs for our next short-term goal. Thank you guys all so much in advance as always. And of course, I have to let you all know that today's show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is your #1 source for all your sports betting needs, so make sure you head over to betonline.ag using promo code Bleav at BLEAV. That way you get yourself a 50% off welcome bonus. BetOnline, it's where the games begin. And now, folks, let's let the show begin, because there's a lot of reports that have come out. We've discussed Senga at true length over the past couple days in the heart of the winter meetings and separate live streams. But as you see from these latest reports going left to right, from Mark Feinsand of MLB stating the following, that yes, a number of teams have serious interest in Kodai Senga, but sources say the Mets are among the most highest on him. And then when you go over to the right, you see that as of today, at the time of recording this, December 8th, Pat Ragazzo on the beat for the Mets, who's actually just on the channel as a special guest, live from winter meetings in our Bleav in Queens podcast the other day. Make sure to check it out as always. He states here, however, that yes, the Mets have real interest in Kodai Senga, and they are willing to offer him a 5-6 year deal, which is what it's going to take to land the coveted Japanese star pitcher coming over from the MPB. So raw reactions, I want to see yours in the comments below. I'm going to share mine. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that I am so infatuated with Kodai Senga. And yes, I'm not going to lie, we know that Kodai Senga is an uncertainty. We don't know exactly how he's going to transition to the MLB level, and of course that's a risk for a guy that's more than likely getting north of a 6-year deal, $100 million in that range. He's probably getting around 20 mil AAV over that time frame. And I know you're probably wondering, why would you give that type of contract to a guy that, again, has yet to pitch at the MLB level? But when you have Kodai Senga, who, as you see here, had a phenomenal 2022 campaign, he's been one of the most dominant pitchers in the MPB for multiple years on that. Now, walk rate has been a little bit up and down, but I do trust that Jeremy Hefner, the Mets pitching coach, can get him right and consistent. But when you're touching 100 on the gun, sitting comfortably in the mid-90s to high 90s on the fastball, you have a nasty ghost-type forkball, which is just a ridiculous splitter, really. And then you have the wipeout slider. I mean, there's so much potential with someone like Kodai Senga and what he can bring to any top contending team. And that's why the Mets are only one of upwards of 6 teams that do have a decent level of interest in Senga. To what degree? But after the Mets lost out on Jameson Taillon signing a 4-year, $68 million deal the other day with the Chicago Cubs, very similar deal to what Taijuan Walker got with the Phillies at 4 years, $72 million. We know these are drastic overpays, but for the Mets to be in that market, now all the focus, all the shift is on Kodai Senga here. It's been widely reported that the Mets, there's a great chance that they may completely blow through the luxury tax threshold now that they're around $300 million after signing not only that being in Justin Verlander, but a depth starter in Jose Quintana at that 2-year, $26 million deal. We've done live streams for them all. Make sure to check them out if you haven't already, if you want to see more breakdowns on those individual players and their games. The point is that you land Jose Quintana as your number 4, number 5, because you're still all in on Kodai Senga. And again, if you're spending $300 million, put yourself in the shoes of Steve Cohen, for instance. Imagine spending $300 mil, but still not having a complete roster, because you still need to fill out the bullpen. Yes, they got a fantastic lefty arm in Brooks Raley via trade yesterday. Make sure to check out that separate live stream if you haven't already as well, along with wrapping up all the news from yesterday at the time of recording this, folks. But you land Brooks Raley, okay? You still need to add more to that bullpen. Offensively, they're still trying hard to bring back Brandon Nimmo, even though the chances don't look as great as we would want to see right now with his massive market. Point again is that the Mets, the best scenario for them, seeing the Padres land Xander Bogaerts. The Dodgers have yet to do any moves. The Phillies land Trey Turner. They're making pieces, and Taijuan Walker. There's no chance the Mets are going to be able to truly compete unless they fully round out this roster. Steve Cohen knows that, and they're going all in, starting with Kodai Senga, then hopefully Brandon Nimmo. There's already been wide reports that the Mets are willing to sign both of these guys and more to really round out this team. Justin Verlander was told that, yes, you know, I was given an idea on what the Mets will be doing to round out this offseason. That's something that I want to be a part of. Further reasoning to be excited as a Mets fan here, but especially in Kodai's case, let's not forget Billy Epler and that connection that I always emphasize. We saw him talk with the media yesterday in the finale of winter meetings. He was asked, as you see here, from a reporter about Kodai Senga, and he said, yeah, Senga is a very talented pitcher. Then the reporter went on to say, anything you can follow up with regarding Senga, and he said he's a very, very talented pitcher. And guys, I said this in my live stream last night, and I'll say it again. I've never seen Billy Epler speak of a player that is not in a Mets uniform. We're talking about an active free agent or a trade target this glowingly. We all know, and I've said it for a while now, Kodai Senga loves, pardon me, the other way around. Billy Epler loves Kodai Senga. He loves this guy. He loves scouting guys from the MPB, just like what he did in signing Shohei Ohtani as GM for the Angels. You know he wants him bad. It feels like he knows something that we don't. And to see the report come out from our buddy Pat Ragazzo on the beat for the Mets today that the Mets are willing, I have a strong belief that the Mets have already given Kodai Senga a contract offer or are about to in that upwards of 6-year, $100+ million range. And again, as long as you do your best effort to still bring back Brandon Nimmo or do the best pivot possible, which again is not easy. I think Brandon Nimmo needs to be a priority, and he is. His market's just through the roof with Aaron Judge now off the market. Everyone wants Brandon Nimmo, and you have to wonder exactly how far the Mets will go to bring him back. Regardless of what they do on the Nimmo front and others, the Mets, they know that they have a strong shot, stronger than ever, to land Kodai Senga as their number 3 starter, a guy that, again, while unproven at the MLB level, if he pans out and performs to expectations, can easily be a number 2 or even have ace potential at some point in his career, and that very well could come at the most important time for the Mets once, say, the contracts of both Max Scherzer and that being in Justin Verlander are up a couple years from now. So much to love about Kodai Senga, but most importantly, the Mets are all in on this guy right now, and it's something that we need to be paying very close attention to over the next couple days heading into next week. If a deal is not finalized on his front by then, he said he may take a little bit of time to get a deal done because, again, it's his first time coming to the States. He wants to make sure he makes the right decision, and understandably so. But we all know one thing. Billy Epler, Steve Cohen, Buck Showalter, they all really want this guy, so buckle up because the Mets may have already found their number 3 starter for the 2023 season. But Mets fans, I want to know all your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Kodai Senga, the Mets being a top contender, a potential favorite to land the coveted Japanese star, and of course that beautiful idea of landing Senga can help your chances of a potential Shohei Ohtani pursuit next offseason, if not at the trade deadline in 2023. Regardless of whatever your thoughts are, please make sure to drop them down below. Again, folks, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great content, more big live streams coming up for all and every breaking news that we've been doing on the channel. Thank you guys all so much in advance for the support by smashing that like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you again real soon. Let's go Mets, baby. Peace out.